Hello everyone, I am Soujit Kumar. Welcome to my channel. Today's topic on dissection of China rose. Before starting the video, please subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon to get the notification of my new video. So let's start the video. First of all, we should know about the supply specimen. Today we have the China rose as a supply specimen, so let's know about it. The scientific name of the China rose is Hibiscus rosa sinensis. First of all, we should know about the whole flower. It is a complete flower because it presents all the four walls of the flower, that is calyx, corolla, endoecium and gynoecium. It is a actinomorphic flower because it can be divided into two equal halves more than one longitudinal plane through the center. It is a bisexual flower because it has having all two means it having both the male and female part. It is a hypogynous because hypogamma as the ovary is superior, and is placed highest the thalamus. Ovary superior. It is a pentamerous. As it has five these petals and five calyx. It is pentamerous. More than five can be present. And the color is red. China rose have different color, red, pink, yellow. So today we have the red color China rose. Before starting the next point, that is endoecium, gynoecium, before discussing these 2 points, let's start the dissection. So I have written the corolla with endoecium, gynoecium, calyx, and epicalyx. Whenever you dissect the anything, you should level it when step by step. So the external in exam it helped you to get the marks. So first of all, you should remove the epicalyx. These are the epicalyx part. Remove the epicalyx. In this way I have placed the epicalyx after separating from the flower. You should separate and place in the leveled. So another, that is calyx. When you remove the calyx, so very careful, because in this place the ovary is present. So Remove it very carefully. Remove slowly. Whenever you dissect something, any specimen, don't go very fast. As I have also said in the previous my previous videos, dissection. Whenever you should dissect anything, don't go very fast, because it can be destroyed, or the part will be destroyed or become bad. So go slowly. In this way we should remove the calyx. Then we should keep in there. So after removing, I have kept in the calyx part. It is a calyx. Now the corolla. In same you should remove the corolla part also, taking the needle and slowly you should place in there, so that the corolla will be removed. Don't touch in this part, because if you touch, the ovary can be removed from the its stem or style. So slowly take a small, with the help of the needle, do it a small cut, so that the corolla removed easily. After doing this, then put the needle inside, then slowly go upward. Slowly, don't go fast. Don't go fast, slowly. In this way, removed. After doing this, then you should open it. Then with the help of the needle, take out the style from the staminal tube. Don't go very fast, otherwise it will become bad. Go slowly, go slowly. It has been removed. Keep it separately, and with the help of your fingers, remove the corolla. In this way, you should remove the gynoecium part and place it in the gynoecium. In this way, you place, and the corolla with endoecium place in the label part. Corolla with endoecium. Now endoecium part, with the help of your forceps, take one endoecium and place it in the endoecium part. So in this way you should place the endoecium part, and in this way you should dissect the whole flower. This is the dissection of Hibiscus rosa sinensis. So now let's know the next point, that is about the endoecium. I have taken the endoecium in a dish. So it is a endoecium, male reproductive part. This have a anther at the tip. It is a anther, and it is a filament. In hibiscus, it is numerous in number. It is epipetalous. As it united to the petal by their filament. Filament of it is free at the upper region. Anther are one chamber free, and it's a basifix. Basifix means the filament is attached to the base of the anther. It is a endoecium. I will also show you in the diagram, so you will be better understand. Gynoecium. Next topic is our gynoecium. The gynoecium consists carpel. It is a female reproductive part. It always 5 in number, a fixed number 5. Not like endoecium, because it is numerous in number, but the female reproductive part, the carpel, is always in 5 in number. It is a syn carpus. Because the carpel are fused, and ovary is superior and 5 chambered. Stigma are 5. You can say stigma are 5 in number, are free. Style is simple and thin and long. Gynoecium is a axial placentation. It bears axial placentation because the placentation bearing the ovules are present at the center. The ovule is more than one chamber. I will also show you this in the diagram to better understanding. It is I have drawn the diagram of the hibiscus and its part. It is a complete flower because it contains a gynoecium, endoecium, the corolla, calyx, epicalyx. So it is a complete flower. It is a corolla with endoecium. It is a corolla part, and these are the endoecium with the anther. The petal. This is the staminal tube. It is a staminal tube. Now it is a gynoecium part. As I have said that I will explain you in a diagram. So it is a stigma. You can see it is a stigma, free stigma. It is a style. It is a single and long. It is a ovary. It is a gynoecium part. It is a anther. As the anther is shown when diagram, it is very small. So in diagram you can see it is a big. I am drawn it. The upper tip is called this anther, and this long is the filament. It is endoecium. This is the calyx, and it is epicalyx. Now if you miss the TS of ovary, if you there's if you see in the ovary, it is a five locules are present. Five locules are present. It is a ovary wall. And it is the ovule. It is the ovule. It is the ovule. It is a TS of the ovary. And it is the floral diagram. You can see it is a mother pore. And these are the corolla, as I have shown. As the corolla are separate, not fused, so it is separately. It should draw. This is a this calyx. As the calyx are joined together, fused, so it is shown in the joint. And apicalyx are singly joined in one part. They are separate but joint. They have the apicalyx. It is the endoecium. These are the endoecium, and this is the ovary. You can see this is the ovary part. Is a floral diagram. So it is a now the floral. For next topic is a floral formula. So it is a actinomorphic. As the flower is actinomorphic, it is a sign of the actinomorphic. It is a the flower is a bisexual, bearing both the male and female parts. It is a bisexual sign. Apicalyx is 6 to 10. Apicalyx is 6 to 10. Calyx is 5 and fused, mixed together. So kept in bracket. Corolla is 5 in number but not fused. They are separated. So not kept in a bracket, so it is separate, only 5. The endoecium is infinite in number, so it is infinite sign, and it's the together, all are together, so it is kept in a bracket, and the corolla and endoecium are together, so it is again underline is given. Now gynoecium is 5 in number, and they are also together, fused together, 3 but fused in the beneath together. And ovary is superior, so the line is given below. So in this you should know about the flower hibiscus. So if you like my video, then give a like and share with other and comment. Thank you.